Hi, this is Joseph. I'm the developer of .NET for AmiBroker. In this short video, I want to show you how to set up .NET for AmiBroker for plugin development. The problem is that AmiBroker 6.20 and up does not allow debugging. So for plugin development and for debugging necessarily, we need to use earlier AmiBroker versions. So we have to actually set up an environment where are multiple AmiBroker versions available. So for example, currently there is AmiBroker 6.30. That's the current version. I have it here in this folder installed with the corresponding .NET for AmiBroker version. And I have previous AmiBroker versions. All of them has .NET for AmiBroker installed as well. So for example, this is AmiBroker 6.0, and then in the same folder I have .NET for AmiBroker 6.0.2 installed. This is 32-bit platform, so I have 32-bit 6.30 and I have 6.00. This is what we will use for debugging. And I have 64-bit version of AmiBroker also installed. This is 6.30, and we have the 64-bit version of .NET for AmiBroker for 6.30 as well. Okay, so generally each version of AmiBroker has .NET for AmiBroker installed as well. So now let's see how to develop and debug plugins. If we try to create a new plugin project after the default installation, it will be deployed to the 6.30 version of AmiBroker, and that's not debuggable. So what I recommend is that change the environment variable first. We have two environment variables for the 64-bit platform, two for the 32-bit platform, and there is one actually for the referenced assemblies. Referenced assemblies are, in this case, we should use these assemblies, and naturally this will be the path for it. If we use these assemblies, we can use the plugin with the 6.0 and all the versions up. Okay, so if I have a plugin project, reference these assemblies, I can deploy the plugin to a 6.30 version as well, no problem. So let's change these. 6.0, and let's edit this as well. Okay, so what does it mean? We will reference the AmiBroker plugin host assembly from this folder, and we will deploy the plugin project, actually the assemblies and the script, to the 6.0 AmiBroker. On the 64-bit version, we still use 6.30. Okay, so this is done. If you have already started Visual Studio, you have to restart it, because environment variables are copied to the process data structure at the start of the project. So if you change the environment variables later, the new values won't be used by the already started processes. So let's just create a new project. Let's call this demo, and this is going to be a C# AmiBroker plugin. The default project is created. It has a script that we'll call the plugin, and the result will be plotted. What it does is actually just creates actually calculates a moving average. So, but this is just a default project to make sure everything works. So if we just now build the project, it will be also deployed, built and deployed, and it will deploy it to the 6.0 version of AmiBroker on the 32-bit platform, and the 6.30 version on the 64-bit platform. I show you that it is deployed by the post build event. The post build event actually uses these environment variables to deploy the project output. Okay, so if we already built the project, now let's test it if it works. On the 32-bit 6.0 we have it deployed and it does work. Call the function, plot the result, and the same here we have demo as well. We just add it, it does work. Okay, now let's try to debug it. For debugging we have to use naturally the 6.00 version on the 32-bit platform. So we just select broker exec from the appropriate folder, and we also have to set the working folder for this. This is done, and now let's just start debugging it. It will start up AmiBroker 6.0. The AFL that calls the plugin is already added to the chart pane, so whenever it is refreshed it is called. So what we just have to do is that we just put a breakpoint here, hit a refresh here, and the plugin is actually in stopped at the breakpoint. Okay, so this was the debugging session. Thank you for your attention.